You think that they're the boxes they're hoping to tick by bringing her here?
I suppose that she's just a lot calmer in the preliminaries. I'm just seeing now, because normally you have to have a red hood if you're only wearing it in the prelims, and she had a black hood on, so I was kind of thinking she was wearing a hood for the first time, but it wasn't declared, and she's gone down to the start without the hood. So whether they planned to have a hood and it wasn't declared, or they just didn't have a red one to put on in the paddock.
So it's now... I understand that the red hood isn't an option. If you are wearing a hood in the prelims, it has to be a red one. Is that?
Well, that's what I assumed anyway. We had a runner yesterday that we had a red hood in the prelims, went down to start, and we took it off when we got to the start. But just seeing her in the paddock, she had a hood on in the paddock,
but it was,
a black hood,
one, yeah.
And it wasn't declared in the race card, and she's gone down to the start, and it's not there now. So I do wonder if she was meant to have one on. But
I think I've seen one other black hood preliminaries, that black hood this season, but otherwise they've all been red. So,
that's just, I was surprised, and that's why I said in the prelims maybe they've just wanted to try on a hood and see how she behaves, because that was the only negative from her debut, was she was a little bit naughty behind the stalls. You've got Lights On's got a lovely pedigree, and First Charge has got a nice pedigree, but they look like types that are going to be very green on debut, and hard for Oisin to get a lead off those. So I was surprised she came here purely in the fact that the only positive I can see is that she'll have a nice experience, and she might just have lacked the experience to go straight into a listed race, but I'm not sure what she's going to learn here. None of the outsiders particularly been supported. I like the look of Nablawa, the 50-to-1 shot, a daughter of acclamation. She was quite a nice looking filly, but in a relatively weak race at Redcar, she didn't show a great deal. She went to a 50 on both starts, according to Racing Post ratings. Willingly, from a yard in form, the Mark Usher team, she actually finished 4th at 300-to-1 at Sandown, but was beaten a long way, and again, there's no real strength and depth amongst the opposition if you compare the race at this very, very warm favourite, stunning beauty, ran in the Newmarket last time.
Willingly has just gone in front of the camera there. Cheek pieces on for the first time. Seemingly would have to step up a bit to fancy any of their market principles here, but I suppose the trip could bring about a little bit of improvement, perhaps.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be surprised if one of the two newcomers, First Charge or the Cheveley Park runner, was a little bit green early, and 33-to-1, you've only got to beat one of those and probably get a bit of place money. So for those that are trying to sneak each way, Willingly could be the one to fill third. Akareb, an expensive £235,000 yearling, let go for just £7,000, joined the Shrewd Yard of David Evans. It probably will be Wolverhampton in the winter where this horse might excel, but we'll need to get a handicap mark. He's not been supported in the market. Lights On is short enough at 7-2, but it may be purely because there's no other horses that are fancied in maiden company. All the rest are going to be handicappers, and they need to get their 3 runs or 2 runs if they come in the top 6 to qualify for a mark.
Super Cali, we saw just going around the back of shot there, number 12, is hooded for the first time. She's got a nice enough pedigree. She's a daughter of Camelot. She's also got plenty of sharpness on that down side as well, so a mixture suggesting that the mile is a fair starting point.
Yeah, mix of speed and stamina. Obviously Camelot brings the stamina into play. Big price, first run, hooded on. For debut, she's probably been a little bit tricky, and they'll be looking forward to a nice clear run. I'm just going to keep an eye on Stunning Beauty behind the stalls. Like I said, that was the only negative last time at Newmarket. It was a very promising first start. She looked calm, relaxed there. She got the Monty Roberts rug on, and that'll be the main aim, I suppose. She gets a clear round, but bigger targets were mooted after her win.
I've just read it, so I hadn't read the comments. So while you were taking us through that, I thought I'd just check on it. And Saibin Siror said we'd find a listed race over the same trip. We'll take it step by step. October, she could be a Group 1 filly. Well, she still might be.
Oh, definitely so. It's a strange second step. Arguably, it's a downgrade from what she ran in last time, when there's no real reason why she needed it.
Could it be something that she's shown at home subsequently, you think, to think, right, let's just get her back out on the race course, let's just make sure she ticks all those early race boxes,
it could well
pre-race boxes?
And like I said, the hood was just eye-catching, seeing she had a hood in the prelims, and it wasn't the traditional red hood that we've seen this season, which you have to virtually declare, and then it gets removed either in the paddock or down at the start. But I think she's going to be going in late as well, but touchwood, she looks pretty calm at the moment.
Talking about where they race over the straight track, we've seen them come down the middle. As far as on the round course, there's no reason for them to leave what is that far side rail.
No, they'll stick to the rail. Lots of these are going to be very, very green, so they will be very spread out as they enter that first bend. That'll be the negative for the newcomers. Lights On, who I say has a lovely pedigree, cost £250,000, and couldn't completely rule her out because the favourite is penalised, but generally Sir Michael brings these kind of horses along pretty steadily.
She's a filly on pedigree that's going to want a little bit further than this in time.
There's a bit of a mix. There's a couple of milers, but you've got Locarno there in the background, and she hasn't run yet, so it suggests she's a little bit of a later developing type. And as I say, it would be a good experience for her, but I'd be surprised if O'Sheen can get a lead off either the two newcomers.
Perhaps a little bit of a surprise based upon those post-race comments last time that Stunning Beauty is here, but glad she is, getting to see her in the flesh and what she can do here and where she might end up. She's got to win this first. It's by no means a formality, it never is, but we'll see how she's ridden. I think that's one of the most interesting parts of it. You see she's got that rug on and the blindfold as well. She'll be going forward into stall number 9. She is one of the later ones to go forward, but by no means last. And she's just backed away slightly. Sheen Murphy just encouraging her forward, well into the stall's hander. She's gone forward, so looking forward to seeing what she does against some of these others, including those well-bred newcomers. And
yeah, the hooded runner in stall 13, Brian Ellison's horse, Super Carly, just getting a little bit upset. O'Sheen's horse is a little bit edgy, but she's taken the preliminaries much better than she did on debut at Newmarket. So that's box ticked, I suppose, and we'll see how she gets on in the race. I think she just fed the odds.
I feel like Super Cali was entered before and played up because somebody made a joke about Super Cali went ballistic or something genuinely and was taken out. I might be overthinking that, but I'm sure there was something on social media about that, and I wonder if that's why the hood has been on here. I'm going to try and check that during the race. Angel's Rock is just backing away as well, but we'll shortly head forward for Jim Boyle, and Charlie Bennett was one of those to go out a little bit early. Right, let's join Tim.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, Super Cali. Stall's hand is actually in with Super Cali in the widest draw, helping to try and keep that horse as settled as possible. Angel's Rock was also just rearing up, but is the last one going in. Angel's Rock then is the last one in and has gone forward. Super Cali out in 13 is a little bit slow into stride, but they're off and racing. For the thank you owners for supporting Racing Novice Stakes, Stunning Beauty got a nice beginning. Willingly also broke fairly smartly out wide towards the near side. Dylan's Lad, now the mount of Kevin Lundy, into second place behind O'Sheen Murphy and Stunning Beauty, who got a flying start and is already 3 lengths clear. In behind is Harbour Project, running in the colour change, blue with the yellow sleeves and the white cap. Out slightly wider is a Careb at this stage. Angel's Rock in red and green is up on the inside. Then comes a first charge in the yellow and blue colours. Nabla Weir comes next. Lights On's only got one behind alongside the Macam Torpedo at this stage, with Super Cali out the back. So heading to the home straight, Stunning Beauty, this very short price favourite, then going on the Newmarket winner and just steadying the pace around that bend, heading towards the final half mile. Stunning Beauty, O'Sheen Murphy for Side Bin Saror leading by a length and a half. To in second place, Dylan's Lad with Willingly and Nicola Curry in third place. Then in behind that is Harbour Project. Out wider is a Careb as well. Then just trying to improve his first charge. Now Lights On begins to make a little bit of headway around runners. Nabla Weir comes in behind, but still going well is Stunning Beauty. Stunning Beauty heading to the 2 furlongs, just being nudged clear now under O'Sheen Murphy, chased by Willingly. Lights On is trying to make some headway, just shaken up this leader, has a lead of around 5 lengths as they race towards the final furlong. It's Stunning Beauty, O'Sheen Murphy, clear by 6-7 lengths now from Lights On and Willingly. The others are in a different parish as they race well inside the final half furlong. Stunning Beauty kept uncomplicated by O'Sheen Murphy. She was impressive at Newmarket. She's been impressive again today at Leicester. She's a filly with a bright future. Stunning Beauty wins very, very easily. Lights On will learn loads from today in second, Willingly back in third, and they were clear of the rest.
Yeah, very much job done from Stunning Beauty. She's made all and she's won very nicely. The 7's on favourite, Sheen Murphy's Side Bin Saror. She wore a hood in the preliminaries, that was taken off, and she needed a bit of encouragement to go in. She didn't need any encouragement coming out. She broke well. She's smart. How much we learnt?
Nothing.
No?
We learned that she behaved better in the prelims than she did at Newmarket. Predictably, Sir Michael was very slow from the stalls, but a lovely debut from Lights On. Look at all the ground that she's given away from a slow beginning, which is what you expect from a newcomer at this time of year. A little bit green into the bridle, but Brian's given her a lovely intro, and she's not really been beaten that far by our winner, who's just had a very leisurely stroll around the front, and those that went each way and Willingly have got their money, who's shaped nicely back in third.
And as far as Super Cali went, she was a bit tricky beforehand and she just reared up a touch. She was slowly away, but that is her first sighter of the race course, confirming that, Super Cali, and she will You'd imagine learn a little bit from that. This is Stunning Beauty out on the front end, going well within herself. I mean, all in all, it's a lesser race than last time, right?
Oh, much weaker than last time. Nothing was able to get fast enough to even contemplate giving her a lead. She's got her ears pricked. She's settled. Ocean will be happy with the way she's travelled through the race. May have found the ground quick enough, possibly. Just see now Ryan starting to skive through the opposition. Nice enough run from lights on. I think she'll be capable of winning a maiden for sure nearly next time. And Nablawa hasn't run too badly. Ended up 4th. That was one that looked quite nice in the paddock for Ishmael Mohammed. Handicap now might be okay in a low grade, but yeah, I myself haven't learnt anything from the winner's performance. 7-1 on, but
she did go markedly left under pressure last time, but I suppose she was almost asked more questions last time. She has kept a bit straighter here.
Yeah, it's just a routine really for her, and Ryan's not going to catch her, so he's given his horse a lovely introductory ride. She'll have enjoyed that. Where do we go next? I imagine it would be a step up in grade, potentially for a listed contest, but job done, just not learnt much.
Double penalty.
Could well do the same.
You never know.
Hopefully I'm not covering that race.
Daughter of Shamadal has won. She an out-and-out miler for you?
Again, I don't know really looking at that. We know she's a class above this level.
She's a half-sister to looking into her pedigree, to Volcanic Sky, won over a couple of miles. Dan did one over the mile and a half.
You'd say so. You keep her at this trip, but she's highly regarded. As I said, just a slightly surprised that she came here, but a lovely win.
She has won very nicely. Stunning Beauty in the winner's enclosure once again, Nick.